Hello, and welcome to Law Storytime. I'm Law. This is Storytime.
Yep, and I'm Estinona. Welcome.
Storytime's not a real person. That's just the name of the podcast. So, let's start off and tell everyone exactly what happened with our last episode.
Oh my gosh. We were so close to being finished.
We were so close to being finished, and we use a program called Audacity. And Audacity
because we're cheap.
Well, yeah, because it's free. Also, for the next, hour and a half, this podcast is also free for us. So, if you don't hear from us after the next 3 episodes, you'll know why. We decided the $20 a month was too much. So we were recording, and I think it was a great episode.
It was a great episode.
But
Mother Nature had other ideas.
Yeah, it was storming. But the problem of recording that episode again is that it really... Like, Java, would you leave me the fuck alone? Every time, I swear to God. So, This is a repeat of last time. Java came up, and then we lost all power, and everything shut down.
Yep.
But the problem with the last episode that it really relied a lot on shock value.
Yeah.
And that shock value is gone for at least 3 episodes. How good's your memory?
Well, I was actually going to say I have terrible memory, so might be okay.
It's interesting you say that because we're actually going to rehash one of our earlier episodes that never got released. One of our practice episodes.
Oh.
So, we're going to do that tonight.
Okay.
You're probably going to get bits and remember, pieces and bobs.
Stuff and things.
Yeah, bevs and bobs. Those are my grandparents.
You're silly.
I really am. How's your week been?
My week? Not super great, but had fun redecorating our room, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, we redecorated our room?
Yep. I redid the laundry room. So, yeah, it's been good. I did most of it. I did most of the laundry room, and we did did our bedroom.
I mean, I hung the... You're right, you did it. So, I think that we should also acknowledge... That was our dog, if you heard that. We should also acknowledge that we're going with a new format.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we mentioned it in the last one, which will never air. So I think it's quite comical that one of the last things that was said on that last podcast that'll never air was, "Grandma's such a cunt," and you go, "Don't say that." And so when I was telling Cabo about this, and I was like, "Grandma's such a cunt," and then it died. I was like, "I'm gonna go twice as hard on Grandma." So Grandma is a fucking cunt.
Gross.
Take that, Mother Nature.
Gross.
All right, so I just challenged all of nature.
How was your week?
Well, I just challenged all of nature. It's, kind of down since we lost that great podcast.
Yeah. Well, my fish died today, so.
That's true. Our fish.
No, that was my fish.
Yeah.
You didn't want anything to do with it.
That's true, because I thought I'd kill it.
And I ended up killing it. I'm so sad.
So, our new
oh, yes.
release
of course. New
things.
format.
I don't know if there's an actual name for it, but I'm going to call it Chris Hates Editing.
Well, yes.
CHE. Che. We're going to call it the Che Guevara editing schedule. So basically it's no edits, immediate release after record.
Oh, no.
I-R-A-R. Ira. I like that better than Che Guevara. Gutierrez? Gonzalez?
I have no
Rodriguez.
I have no idea.
Smith? Shea Smith of Cuba. So
what the fuck are you even talking about?
he's the guy. He's the guy on the shirts. The red guy on the shirts.
Mm.
He overthrew Cuba. He was a dick. I don't know why they put him on the shirts, but he started communism in Cuba, not Cubanism and comma.
Anyway,
not cubism and comma. That was a great enough joke. I tried it again.
Ridiculous.
All right, so here, I guess it's story time.
Yeah, let's get into the story.
Of all the people who listen to this, both of you, do you think that maybe the IRA release schedule might be terrible? Let us know in the comments, or don't, because I'm still not going to edit. So it's usually more polished than this. I feel like we're off the rails a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just sad.
No, it's not you. I think it's probably me. I think everyone's like, it's not Nona.
Thanks, guys.
So, your mom visited with us.
Yeah, I totally forgot that she was coming.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible daughter.
Yeah. Oh, shit, my mom's going to be here in 4 hours. So, she's looking for a remote job. Mm-hmm. So I was helping her.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a remote job for me.
Oh, you did?
I did. I applied for it. It was weird because the interview process was done online with a robot, and it was 3 questions.
Oh.
It was an Indeed.
So you, recorded your answers?
Yeah. But the questions weren't recorded. They were a robot asking you the questions.
Oh.
And it was weird. I mean, the job did pay $45 a month, so I didn't feel bad about doing it.
So wait, but I'm confused. So the robot analyzes what you say, and then if you use certain keywords?
No, I'm sure it just records it, and then the interviewer can.
Well, that's what I said. It recorded you.
Yeah. It recorded me. I agreed with you. But what was weird to me, it wasn't like if you were the person offering the job, it wasn't your voice asking me the questions.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was a robot asking me the questions.
Right.
And I was like, I've seen this movie too many times.
That was weird. That was strange.
This is how Terminator takes it. This is Skynet right here. So, it was really weird. But do you know what the
job was?
The job was?
What was the job?
The job was podcast host.
What?
So I want to know why you're not paying me $45 a month to do this podcast. Wait, this is my podcast.
Yeah.
I should pay you $45 a month.
Right. Special guest over here.
That's true. So, so I hope I get the gig.
But it's okay. You're a special guest on my podcast, so it kind of evens out.
That's right. We pay each other. We
just trade it out.
We actually do pay each other $45 a month. Write it off on our taxes.
Oh, yeah. I get an allowance.
Oh, shit. Do you think we could write this equipment off on our taxes?
Probably not.
I'm pretty sure you can write failing businesses off on your taxes.
We tried.
Yeah.
We didn't make it. We need a break.
They're like, well, why do you need to recoup this $500? It's like, well, Manscaped didn't even pick us up. They trim your balls, and we weren't even good enough for ball trimming.
Oh, my God.
All right, so we're 10 minutes in. We haven't even started the story.
I know, right? What is your story?
Well, the first part of the story is called stalling because it's not Stalin. It's not communist. Get that out of your mind.
Okay. Well, it did sound like that's what you said. So thank you for clarifying.
So it's this is Stalling.
ING.
ING because it's not a complete story.
Okay.
So this is actually a movie idea. And the movie idea came from another movie that I saw. It's a B-list, C-list. Definitely not B-list. C-list, definitely maybe closer to D-list movie. And it was one of those movies.
They're D-list movies?
Oh, they're horror movies.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely B-list horror movies. There's A-list, A movie, like The Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got B-list, which is like Scott Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got C-list, which are, indie darlings, like Nick and Nora's Playlist.
Okay.
And then you have D-list, which are just terrible. And those are the ones that you see on IFC late at night.
Oh, okay.
Some movies, though, especially horror movies, they it's almost like they come up with the entire movie based on a pun.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie is. It's an entire movie based on a pun.
Oh, no.
The movie that we saw that inspired this movie was called Mobile Home Massacre. And it irritated me because...
I don't remember that movie.
No, we didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
So Mobile Home Massacre was a massacre in a mobile home.
Sounds like where I grew up.
Yeah, but nobody calls it a mobile home. So my first thought was Trailer Park Terror.
What do you mean no one calls it a mobile home?
Nobody calls it mobile home park. It's a trailer park.
Okay.
So mine was Trailer Park Terror.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the alliteration between the first word and the last word, that's not so great. So what do you think about mobile home homicide? Or just mobile homicide?
No.
No, you don't like it?
No.
Okay, well, neither one of those are the movie we're talking about now. That was just the idea I had at the time of the name of the movie. And when I came up with them, I was like, I'm probably a genius. And you just shutting me down.
You are a genius.
You shutting me down just hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry. Sometimes even geniuses can have terrible ideas.
All right, I need you to take like a 15-second monologue. I'm going to drink some of this drink. Go.
Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying. I don't know why you're stalling again.
That was perfect. So, the movie, this was actually the first episode we ever recorded of any podcast.
Oh.
And it was not good.
I do not remember.
It was not good. It was so bad that we were like, let's just can this one.
Well, let's just
we'll
try
redo
again.
it. Now we know what we're doing. We did a lot of talking to the computer and not a lot of talking to each other. Or the audience. We love you, audience. Both of you. So,
you're the best, mate.
You the best, man. So, this movie is actually called Senior House Slaughter. Senior Home Slaughter. Senior Home Slaughter. I'm going to keep saying it till you give me a look like...
Was that not our first episode that we released?
No. Our first episode released was Jack the Red.
No.
Yeah, no, it was. Look, I'll show you on the thing. 1, 2, and then 1 was Jack the Red, and 2 was 6 Great Stories. So we're going to do this other one next, but don't look at it. I swear I looked it up earlier. Are you looking it up now?
Yeah, well, I feel like that was the first one we released, and I feel like Jack was the second one because Jamal asked you for it.
No. Jack was the first one released according to Google. All those Apple Podcast motherfuckers out there might have a different one, but according to Google, you're not subscribed, are you? You have to look it up. I can't believe you didn't subscribe to this podcast.
I'm looking at Podbeam, actually.
It's not on there. I looked at it earlier.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Okay.
Now you got me worried. Should we do another story?
No. Seems I was incorrect. I apologize.
No, I thought it was on there too. No, I looked earlier.
But I guess... Okay, sorry.
All right.
My bad.
So, let's pretend that didn't happen. So it's called Senior Home Slaughter. So what it is, it's a bunch of murders in an old folks' home.
What? Are you freaking kidding me?
How could you have guessed?
This is ridiculous.
So, the original idea was, wouldn't it be funny?
Was the murderer's name COVID?
That's not funny. That's too topical to be funny.
Sorry.
No. It was called...
I tried. That was my attempt to be funny.
It was called High Cholesterol.
AKA.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to be insensitive.
No. We could just keep going with old people death jokes, but I'm going to stop. So, the original idea was there was a serial killer, not an old person, but a young person who was going to different adult care facilities.
Was this person like an orderly or like a nurse?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
But they were going and they were killing old people. And it's all right. It's sea level.
Okay.
There's old people dying. There's a guy killing them. There's a hot chick chasing them.
Always gotta be a hot chick.
But then I thought, what if the story was just a little deeper?
Ooh, like 6 foot?
You're retarded. So no, yeah,
I'm trying.
It's 6 feet deeper. So it's an old guy, and the movie would start.
How old?
69.
Really?
Nice. I don't know.
69.
That's what came to mind, but then I felt dirty saying it. It's like, I don't know, brah. 69. Nice. High five.
You're a dirty old man.
So the movie would start with like these newspaper clippings coming in, and just like one of those old montages where shit just keeps slopping over, like in that great movie with the Zodiac Killer with Jake Gyllenhaal. Zodiac.
It doesn't matter.
So just the newspaper keep coming over, and it's just murder. Secret killer still on the loose. Murder. 2 teenagers gunned down at sex point.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah. Murder. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. And then the next newspaper is serial killer's reign seems to have stopped out of nowhere. The West Side sex bandit murder kid hider wife is no longer to be found. And then the next scene after that is just wedding photos.
Oh.
So it's to imply that there was a serial killer who actually fell in love.
What? So sweet.
He fell in love and he quit killing people because he fell in love.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go through the wedding photos, you see the kids. He's just scrolling through kids, grown up, graduation, wife, getting sick, doctor's note.
Mm-hmm.
And then next page is obituary.
Oh, that's so sad.
And then it cuts from there to the kids talking. And they go, I think we got to put Dad in a senior home.
Oh.
And, Dad's like, no! And they're like, Dad, it's for the best.
Time to put him away.
It's time to put you away. We're going to kennel you. No, I think senior homes really aren't that bad. I think good senior homes really aren't that bad. But I'm saying that, Mom, for you. Senior homes really aren't that bad. Trust me. So, Mom. So they put him away, and he goes to sleep the first night, and all these voices just start coming in his sleep. Robert, you know you want to kill. Come on, Bill. Kill. Let's go, Timmy. Murder.
Kill.
So he does. He fucking murders an orderly. He just chokes him out or something. I don't know what a 69-year-old can do. 69 doesn't feel as old now that my mom's 50-something.
True.
I mean, Nana is like 75. I mean, she could probably choke a bitch out.
Oh, I believe it. I wouldn't fuck with her.
So, yeah, so he kills the dude, and the story is he just keeps murdering people.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's all I really have. He just has he stopped killing because of the love of his life.
But wasn't there something about like a family day?
Yeah.
Where the family came to see him and...
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of bullshitting at that point. But yeah, so one of the other thoughts was like family day. Family comes to see him. He's like, get me out of here. I can't deal with it. I'm like, no, Dad, you need it. And then like his family walks away and there's one guy left. And he goes, I love what you're doing, Dad. And he's like, no, get me out of here. I guess there has to be some sort of resolution. So he's the main character. He's the protagonist, even though he's killing people.
Mm.
So he's got to stop or turn himself in or die. Death would probably be the most appropriate because he's old. So let's plan out the ending here.
You don't want to put him in prison for life?
No. So let's put out the let's finish it out. Here's what I'm thinking of the finish.
Okay.
So the cops get there, and it has to be like a Dr. Loomis type from Halloween. You're like, why is this psychologist running around with the police chasing a serial killer, and why does he have a revolver? That's not... What in med school taught you that, Dr. Loomis?
Maybe he was a medic in the army.
Yeah, so when people are like, hey, why did Mike Myers not die from the 6 shots he took to the chest and fall out the window at the Strode house at the end of Halloween? Well, it's because a psychologist was fucking shooting him. You get a policeman out there, they George Floyd his ass. So,
Christopher.
no, that was inappropriate. But this is a no edit run. So, there has to be like that kind of character who it can't just be like Jim Sheriff who shoots him. So, oh shit, maybe one of his kids. His kid's a police officer. That would make sense. That would be a good tie-in.
Yeah, he goes on a tirade and
right.
They have to come to the home and
the family day kid who's like, Dad, I think you're doing great work. He's the one who shoots him, and he gets to his side and he lays down and goes, don't worry, Dad, I'll keep it going for you. That would be the end of the movie. There you go. So you have your start. Love kept him from killing. You have your finish. Dad, I'm going to keep killing for you. That twist, cliffhanger ending for bad horror movie. And then you have your filler is just killing people.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
We have about 5 minutes left.
Brutal murders.
Let's think about brutal old people murdering other old people. I kind of see a Walker beatdown. But it has to have the tennis balls on the front.
I was just thinking that.
It's got to make that weird noise. Tennis ball noise. I can't do it.
You okay?
That's what a tennis ball sounds like.
And it'd be like a medication, like switching their medicine out, which I guess really isn't kind of brutal. I guess it could be, but.
Oh, shit, that would be great. Like he has like heart medicine, and you switch it with like Viagra, and his dick just gets harder and harder till his heart explodes.
Ew.
You said it. I don't know
why.
I
wasn't going that direction.
You're like, I want to see old man dick explode, heart explode.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
Not pretty sure. No?
You drown them in the swimming pool. You know they like to swim.
What old
do water aerobics?
That would be great. They just changed the fucking foam aerobics things with like real weights, and they're like, I can't get. Grandma's a cunt. So
there is something really wrong with you.
Well, I'm just testing fate now. That's twice, so that's twice as hard. I have lived up to my expectations. No, I kind of like the drowning people in... What are other old folks' homes?
What?
the other old folk home activities. I left a word off there.
I'm getting like games, I would guess.
You said that. My first thought originally was, there's always that old lady playing the piano.
Yeah.
And it's always like great.
Because music is powerful.
Mm-hmm. What if, then after I thought of that, my next thought was Looney Tunes. What if there was like a key that was a bomb? That's so stupid, though. Ding, boom. Yeah, no, that's stupid. And then you said games, and I was like, what if it was snakes and ladders, but when they opened the box, it was snakes and ladders, and they just saw the ladders and getting bitten by snakes. That's just ridiculous. No, why would you say that?
That's pretty ridiculous.
All right, let's go. Let's get one more. And I feel like the juices are flowing now, but they're not in the right mind space.
Fall down the stairs.
Yeah, it's a little too generic, though.
Oh.
Let's think of orderlies, like people who work there. Let's think of like a revenge killing for orderlies. Like,
I don't know if I want to go down that road.
Like, hey, can I get some more pudding? No, you old fuck, you don't get no more pudding. And then he just like murders a guy with like a pudding can, or just shoves his head in pudding.
Drown him in pudding.
That one's closer to what a horror movie should be than. Oh shit! Who put snakes and ladders in this box?
Yeah.
Is that a fucking? Why is this box 8 feet wide? Oh well, that was ridiculous. And now I kind of see why we scrapped it in the first place.
Yeah. Well.
It's not a great story. I was like, you know what? We should start strong. How about 2.5 sentences? We'll just go off that. That was not a great idea, and it still might not be. But this was a filler episode. This was honestly an episode to get out.
It's a bullshit episode.
It's a bullshit episode because I was
because last week got fucked up.
Last week got fucked, and I was out of town the week before. So, we'll see how I don't know if the world is ready for the immediate release and immediate review and release.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see, though, because that's what's going to happen right now.
Oh, no. How many C words? At least 5.
Cunt?
6.
We should probably get 10, though, right?
No.
When do you get a NC-17 rating? How many do you think they have a chart like shit? No, they probably don't say that. The NBAA.
Fuck.
Well, dadgummit. That's 12 shits. That's an R. That's a hard R. Anyway, this has been Lost. All right, so I hit the keyboard and have no clue where we stopped. So, this has been Lost Storytime. I'm Storytime. You're Law. We'll talk to you next sometime.
Yep. Been great.
Been great. Sorry this episode didn't live up to your fantasies. But if you need, I can give you some websites to help with that. Until next time, keep writing.
Weird.